It's another Raw video from your favorite YouTube scout, Draftrawthentic. Yes, I'm finally here making another video, and like I said, it's a Raw one, so there will be no edits. Anyway, if you can tell by the title, this is the draft forecast for the Los Angeles Rams. Yes, the Los Angeles Rams. Now, you may be saying, hold on, let me fix my camera real quick. Jesus. You may be saying, what is a draft forecast? A draft forecast is basically predicting what players will be from a certain draft class 3 years from now. So I will be predicting who will be the biggest boom pick, the biggest bust pick, and the late round steal. Now, the biggest boom and bust pick, I will try to basically kind of look at the first 3 rounds. If your team had the first 3 rounds, which the Los Angeles Rams don't. So I'm going to just look into at least the first 3 players. And then the late round steals will be obviously guys that are 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th round guys. No, not undrafted guys. I'm talking about late round guys. I'm talking about guys that were drafted. Also, like I said, because y'all didn't have a 1st or 2nd round pick, y'all had a 3rd round pick and 2 4th round picks. I'll be looking at the 5th through 7th round for the picking y'all late round steal. Now, I've already done plenty of other videos about, the basically draft forecasts for other teams. So if you're a Los Angeles Rams fan, or maybe you're in LA and you're also a Chargers fan, or then maybe you want to actually look at your competition, I will be doing those videos and putting out those videos soon. But right now, this is about the Los Angeles Rams, so let's just get it in. With the biggest boom pick that I feel for the Los Angeles Rams, just looking at their first 3 picks, the one player that I really do like is Joseph Noteboom. Now, I haven't done too much reading up on what position he's going to play, but when I watched him, I thought he was the most underrated left tackle prospect in this draft. And with a guy like Andrew Whitworth that is getting up there in age, this is a guy that I think that can supplant him as a left tackle, at least in the coming next year, pretty much. I don't think it'll be this year, but definitely next year. And if he gets, let's say Whitworth, God forbid, gets hurt this year, you have someone in Joseph Noteboom who I believe was probably one of the most pro-ready type of tackles in this draft. Next to, I guess, a guy like, Mike McGlinchey, who got chosen by the 49ers and stuff like that or whatever. But still, when it come down to it, Joseph Noteboom was one of the most, to me, one of the more, I wouldn't say cleaner left tackles, but one of the left tackles or tackles, period, that I thought was the most pro-ready. Next to, like I said, McGlinchey. So going over, not talking too much into it because I've went over a bunch of these players and I've already gone over the whole Rams draft class. We're just going to go straight into who I think will be the biggest bust pick in the Los Angeles Rams 2018 NFL draft. The biggest bust, and like I said, I have to look at the first 3 picks because y'all didn't have a 1st or 2nd round pick. So, with that being said, I will probably have to go with John Franklin. Now, this is kind of a situation where I don't know too much about John Franklin. And actually, I probably should have went back and watched his tape. And the reason why I haven't, I've been really busy to try to watch his tape specifically. So, I actually haven't gone back after putting out every team's draft class and what I thought about it. I haven't gone back and watched any tape. So when it comes down to it, a guy like a John Franklin, I just don't have nothing for him. So I can't really name a bust. Now, this is what I will say. To really just say, because I can't really put him as a bust, because I haven't watched him, I will say this. The simple fact is that the Rams were, to me, the number 1 team when it came to draft classes next to the Denver Broncos. I thought the Rams had the best draft next to the Denver Broncos. There's a lot of names that the Rams picked this year that I was just like, this guy can't bust, this guy can't bust, this guy can't bust. So, in retrospect to this whole situation, I will just say this. Instead of giving a bust pick, erase what I just said. The Rams don't have a bust pick. Now, looking at the perspective, like I said, you got a 4th round pick that, honestly, you look at it, these guys can't be bust. To me, a bust is someone that's picked high or that comes in with a lot of hype. And because of there's no certain y'all don't have that situation, there is no bust pick. So, you know what? Forget what I said about John Franklin. There's no bust pick. So anyway, so to not give you a bust pick, I'm going to do you one better. I'm going to give you 2 late round steals that I feel as though the Rams pick. The first one, John Kelly, the 6th round pick. John Kelly, to me, was, if I had Nick Chubb number 1, that's me. Darius Geis number 2, that's just me, my opinion. Then Saquon Barkley. Then John Kelly would have fell right there at number 4. That's how good I think John Kelly is. And you see how I do my, if I was to do a ranking, how I did that ranking, I'm not going off of what other people say and stuff like that. And it's not like I'm trying to deviate and try to form my own opinion to be different. No, I'm looking at certain stuff that I've seen in the NFL over the years and then seeing in the NFL now. And it's a lot of different integral stuff that, to me, I look at a lot more than what other guys look at. I think a lot of other scouts, they look at just straight up, okay, this guy, he's got speed, he got a good juke move, he can cut really well, he can, like different stuff like that. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for instincts. I'm looking for just natural running ability. I'm looking for toughness and aggressiveness. I'm looking for a lot of different other stuff that you got to equate when you're basically evaluating these running backs or just players in general. So, to me, John Kelly was probably the 4th best running back. And it's one of those situations where, honestly, I would want to actually push him even higher. I actually do. You know what I mean? And because there's a chance that he could literally become the best running back in his draft class. The thing that will hold him back as a player, though, will be Todd Gurley. It actually won't be him himself. It will be Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley is the bell cow of that offense, and he is the number one. He's the number 1 player on the offense. He's the top guy. So a guy like John Kelly can only spell Todd Gurley and not be as effective as I think that he would be in the NFL. But I digress. So we'll, whatever. It is what it is. Now, to give you a second late round pick that I feel as though is for the Los Angeles Rams, I'm actually stuck between 2 names. And the 2 names that I'm stuck between is Obo, Oklahoma pass rusher, and Micah Kiser, my cousin that was a linebacker at Virginia. If you didn't know, this is your first time watching it, Micah Kiser is my cousin. Y'all draft him in the 5th round. I actually have an interview video, so if you subscribe to my channel or you just go to my channel, you can scroll down and you will actually see the interview that I have with Micah Kiser. So where do I go? Because if I pick my cousin, it seems biased. But if I pick Obo, the situation is that there's something about him that may not have him be that type of late round steal that you're looking for. It's these 2 players, they are who they are. And I can't say that they either one would literally become very, very exceptional out of nowhere. I won't expect, to me, my cousin, you won't expect all of a sudden Micah Kiser to be picking off a bunch of passes as a linebacker or something like that. Or, I expect him to get some sacks. As an interior linebacker, I expect him to get tackles behind the backfield. I expect, solid tackles here and there. I don't expect a lot of forced fumbles. I don't expect great coverage ability. So it's one of those situations. Even though he's an okay cover guy, he's not great at it. And the same thing with Obo. The one thing that I don't expect for him is to be that a perennial every down pass rusher. I expect the guy to come in on 3rd down and rush the passer. Usually those guys don't work as well in the NFL, but there's been guys that have come in the league that has made a way of actually doing that, have gotten better at playing the game. A guy that comes to mind is Elvis Dumervil, who got better as a player, even though when he first came, he was kind of just a pass rusher type of dude because he was a smaller defensive end. So instead of say just one of those names, I just explained both those names. To me, they're late round steals because what you're getting is exactly what I just said. You're getting with both players. You're getting a solid middle linebacker with Micah Kaiser, where he's not going to be that great coverage linebacker. He's not your prototypical new age linebacker. This guy is the prototypical old school run stuffing blitzing linebacker. That's a smart guy that has instincts and is going to make plays off of using his brain. And with Obo, you're getting the complete opposite of what Micah Kaiser is, but in a defensive end form, a pass rusher form, where you're getting a very athletic guy that he may be a little bit undersized, but he can constantly and always rush the passer with the great speed. And his, I believe he actually has pretty good arm length. I could be wrong about that, but for him being like 6'2", I think he actually has pretty good arm length. So you're getting a guy in Obo that could literally be one of those next really, really good pass rushers, but I'm not sure if he is an every down guy. He has to be what Elvis Duranville turned into years into the league. So anyway, but that's it for the Los Angeles Rams. Like I said, if you want to see more videos and check out a lot of my other videos that will be coming out soon, please subscribe to the channel. Please hit that like button. Please share this video so you can spread my opinion, what my message is, and what I'm trying to do with the draft forecasts and just the draft in general as Draftrawthentic. And please comment if maybe you didn't like what I had to say or you think that I missed a player that I should really look into more. Please comment because I actually do it. There's a guy that comments a lot on my videos and I do a lot of things for him and I look at certain players for him. So please comment so you can get those type of stuff and we can build this big draft community that I know I would like and you would like and a whole bunch of people would like. Once again, this is Draftrawthentic. I thank you for watching. Goodbye.